Greetings. It's Uncle Artist. This is the Mac Manual. What is a Mac? A Mac is a man of aptitude, charm, and knowledge. And this is game for all men, but particularly young men. If you consider yourself a young man, then this is for you. You just consider yourself a man, this game is for you too. And we say game because the examples abound throughout time that the individuals who have been the best representation of human achievement, they viewed life as a game. A game to be played, a game where you take on challenges, identities, and you create. You create the scenario of your choosing, and you create how you interact with each scene that you're a part of. And you, to the best of your ability, control what you can control. Okay? And that's how you play the game. That's how you approach life. Now, in every game, and that is an ideology, an arena, an ideology, a culture, a way of life. It's a game because there are rules, and there is a consensus that each person that is in this particular arena, culture, environment, ideology, everyone has an ideal, a clear objective. Well, an objective. I can't say clear. The clearer your objective, and that's a key part of life, is clarity. Napoleon Hill describes it as definiteness of purpose. Okay. Gary Keller describes it as the one thing. Okay. A man of aptitude, charm, and knowledge. Okay. We're reading and we're improving ourselves. So, in every game, there is a foundational way of, there's a foundation to the rules and to what makes this something that people want to be a part of. Otherwise, this thing wouldn't exist. This way of life wouldn't exist if there wasn't clear foundational ideals and values attached to this particular game, and whatever it is, it would not be in existence, because what else would galvanize people to be a participant in this? So when you hear boxers talk about the foundations and the origins of boxing, those are the foundational principles, the foundational values that brought people together. That's why you have timeless fighters such as Jack Dempsey, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, okay, George Benton, because boxing is based on defense, stamina, toughness, the power of the mind, and those things never fade. And like anything, the further you get away from the origins, there tends to be the effect of having things be distorted, having things be revised. In some cases, it may be filtered and watered down. In some cases, it may be commercialized. In some ways, it can be just straight perverted. You know, in the case of basketball, there are certain things that never get old. Defense never gets old. You'll hear the older generation basketball players talk about the effectiveness of the mid-range jump shot. A player like Jerry West was a master of the pull-up mid-range jump shot. Michael Jordan, the greatest player of all time, master of the pull-up mid-range jump shot. Those skills, those fundamentals that are as close to the origins of basketball, the things that really galvanize people to embrace a sport like basketball, those things are timeless. Those things will always translate. A player like Kevin Durant will be a timeless player, not just because of his height, but because of his utilization of the mid-range jump shot, fundamentals. A player like Dennis Rodman, a timeless player, because he does the fundamental things boxing out. Me as an older observer of the game of basketball, as someone who once played it at a very intense level and was very serious about the game of basketball, I get so excited nowadays in my older years of seeing a good box out. The fundamentals excite me because that's timeless. We get away from what the basics are, and it tends to pervert whatever game it is, to where when newcomers arrive, they fail to truly grasp the essence of what makes this special, what made it to be in existence in the first place. Basketball would not have grown, could not have grown. I guarantee you, I can say that confidently. Basketball could not have grown to be where it is now if the style of play was inverted as to where it started off as a long range 3 point game. That had to evolve to that point. We had to evolve to see that. It couldn't have started off that way because there would have been no evolution beyond that. I could be wrong, but I just believe that. But that's just an example. But in this game of male and female romantic dynamics, love, whatever have you, the pursuit of sex, let's keep it real. Um, this game, at its essence, the best representation of it would it be in here would be in adherence to pimp principles. Okay, and that would upset, it would confuse, it would repel people whose mind aren't able to go there to really understand and be available for understanding of what pimp principles are. And it is another example of when something is taken away from its origins, not understood from its origins, not understood at its essence, not understanding the foundation, not understanding the true principles, the cultural context. You fail to extract the lesson and the benefit use in your life. Can't be can't consider yourself an intelligent person and be closed minded. Okay? That's just a fact of the matter. So anything that has the further something gets away from its origins, we know gets distorted, distilled, and just plain perverted. Pimping is not human trafficking. It's not the unlawful, unhealthy, unhelpful entrapment, coercement, enticement of an unsuspecting female. Quite the contrary. It is the purest form of love because it is a mutual form of self sacrifice. It's the purest form of self sacrifice. It's the purest form of devotion to another human being. It's the purest form of trust in another human being. It's the purest form of adding value to another human being. with love. You don't understand that because you don't understand what, at its essence, the basic foundations of the contrast and the dynamics between a man and a woman truly look like. Especially when the goal is increase, improvement, and elevation, not just self gratification. Mutual benefits, mutual elevation. It's about truly investing in a partnership. It's about understanding that together we can go way farther than we can traversing this terrain alone. You did what the fuck I'm saying?